Take cover! We are the Imperial Guard.
For the greater good. The machine spirit is prepared.
Welcome to Wargaming. My name's Lachie Linton Keane, and today I'm joined by my good friend and colleague Jackson Renahan. Welcome.
Thank you, Lachie.
And today we are playing some Kill Team and launching the Tale of 4 Kill Team series, which is going to be our new Kill Team content on the channel and our first step back into the world of Warhammer 40k and the dark reaches of the 41st Millennium for some time. Jacko, how long's it been since we last played 40k?
Maybe 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. We played for about a decade or so when we were teenagers moving into young adults. You know, we're talking 4th and 5th edition 40k. I think we left before it turned to 6th,
yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that's changed. But we are ready to dip our toes back into the world of 40k, and Kill Team is kind of our way back in. And I think a lot of people are going to go through that. It seems like a really great product for returning players and new players. You know, you're playing small scale. It's not a huge outlay. I think it's a good move by Games Workshop.
Yeah, skirmish games are kind of the rage at the moment, so it's not a bad product for that.
Yeah, hopefully it goes really well for them, and it seems to be really well supported. There's lots of packs and stuff coming out. In terms of our history, as gamers, I've been a huge Marine player, lots of Eldar and Chaos and Imperial Guard and Lost and the Damned when they were still a thing, because they were the coolest army ever. What about you, Jacko?
Well, I started with Tau, and then I got Eldar because they're kind of like Tau.
Yeah.
And then I got Orcs, and then I got Eldar again, and then I got Tau again. And I played a little bit of Necrons here and there, and a little bit of Nids too, so...
Wow, all of the Xenos.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Mr. Alien Man over here. Alright, well, in terms of what we're going to be playing, in terms of the series, I guess, there's going to be 4 kill teams. We're going to be duking it out in a linked campaign style. I'll be playing Adeptus Mechanicus from the core set. Jacko, you're playing...
Tau Empire, baby.
Very nice. And we've got our 2 other players who are wonderful members of the channel here, Josh and Adam. Josh is going to be fielding some Imperial Guard, get a boss little guard kill team stalking through the streets.
Astro Militarium.
Astro Militarium, they'll always be Imperial Guard to me. And Adam's going to be playing Tyranids.
Tyranids?
So let's have a look at this set before we jump in. This has got a lot of goodies, doesn't it? Do you want to take us through, Jacko?
Yeah, well, we've got the 2 crews. You're a G-Seal Occultist and you're a Adeptus Mechanicus. A lot of parts there.
Yeah, lots of stuff for me to get gluing.
You've got all the terrain, which we've already seen assembled at our local Games Workshop.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited by this terrain. We're kind of coming from all the old 40k stuff, and it's really nice. And I love the sort of potential for modularity, the way that you can, not everything has to be right angles with these kind of octagonal pillars as the main structural element. Looking good, Games Workshop, looking good. What else we got?
Love our modularity here.
Yes, we should be. Zorba, modularity Zorb, it's good.
Yeah, so we've got the rules manual, which is quite a thick book. You've got all your entries for all the different races and all the rules, obviously, which I'm pretty keen to start reading.
Yeah, I mean, it's really awesome that it's completely self-contained as well. You don't need to have the 10 millionth edition 40k, whatever we're in, 8th I think, and this book is everything you need. So that's a good move, I think.
Yeah. You've got your fluff books, and I believe there's just general crew information about the 2 armies that you have starting with this. You've got your tokens. Mm-hmm. We've got a nice board to play on. This will look pretty good, I think, with the buildings on it.
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting. I mean, we've got and now you don't have to play that size, but it's like a recommended board size of 22 by 30 inches, I think, and you actually get a beautiful kind of big, thick card board to start on. So it's good for beginners, and we can play bigger later on if we want to.
Mm.
We've got lots of juicy cards, all our specialty tactics cards. There's kind of generic ones, and then race-specific ones, faction-specific ones, and then these awesome data cards, and lots of blank ones as well. We even picked up a second set of data cards to kind of float between the 4 players, and we also have some juicy victory point trackers, which we got as pre-order bonuses from our, this feels like a video game, pre-order bonuses. From our awesome guys down at Warhammer Mount Gravatt, which is our local Games Workshop store. And we are really excited to get into this.
Don't forget the bags.
Oh, the bags! Thank you, Games Workshop. Tokens and bags, they should never come separately. That is going to make storage a lot easier. I think too, back to the old Space Hulk box, when you just open it and it's like 45 different Ziploc bags from, you know, the shopping center. So that's a big win. I'm pretty excited about these because, I mean, something that, at least in our time, 40k land, starter sets like this, you get really crappy, sort of not even push fit models. Like I think back to the Battle of Macragge set with the lander and those space marines that all look like this. Whereas, you know, these are the models, the same Adeptus Mechanicus models that you buy in your box set. This is the Ranger Vanguard set, and then you've got, you know, the same with the Gene Stealer Cultist models, whatever these guys are called. I'm not super familiar with them. So yeah, awesome model quality in a starter set. That's super exciting for me. Anyway, lots and lots of goodies. We are going to get assembling and start putting all this terrain together, and then we'll jump into the first game. I think it's going to be Tau versus Adeptus Mechanicus.
I'm keen.
I'm keen too. Alright, so after a furious night of gluing, all of our terrain is ready and my Adeptus Mechanicus kill team is put together, and Jackson has assembled a lovely force of Tau.
Yes, assembled.
Assembled, well, put together, created, assembled,
yeah.
It works. So now we're going to jump straight into it. What's our first phase, Jacko?
So we're going to roll on the primary objective table. We're playing the basic covert op mission, just for the beginning games.
Cool, so we've got two objectives at the moment, one here and one here. But that might change.
Could change depending on what I roll.
Alright, so let's have a look. Now it's D3, right?
Yeah, D3.
Yeah, D3, cool. A 6.
So, okay, that's the one I wanted to get. So, we have to get the other person's objective marker.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm stopping you from getting this one and trying to take yours. Oh man, that's no fun. I wanted to camp up the top of my building.
No camping.
Alright, cool. So now let's move on to deployment up next. So
scouting phase.
Oh, scouting phase, sorry, yes.
So
now,
do you know what you want to do?
Yes, I've picked my little scouting maneuver.
Okay,
I will
just take
reveal
the die
my number.
Yeah.
Alright, you first, sir.
Well, simultaneously.
Oh, well, okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh,
we both picked plant traps.
Right, so we are both planting booby traps on particular buildings. I wonder what building that could be. I'm just going to check. Now, you can't plant traps on a building that is more than 8 inches wide.
Or high.
Or high or whatever, so I am safe. So I'd say, from my point of view, there's a good chance that Jacko is probably trapping this building, and he could make an assessment that really I might be trapping this one or this one or this one. So anyway, we've got a bit to kind of play off there tactically. If our models move within 1 inches of those buildings, which we don't know, are trapped, some effects go off and some people might take mortal wounds. It should be quite interesting. Now up next is deployment, Jacko.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you've got initiative, or advantage, sorry, because you rolled higher on a 2d6 at the beginning of our setup phase. So Jacko places the first model, and now we're going to alternate putting our models down until everyone is ready to go, and we'll jump into that and come right back. Alright, so we've just finished deployment. Jacko's going to take us through his troops.
Yeah, so I've got a team of 5 models here, led by my scout specialist. He's a Pathfinder Shazui, 2 Pathfinder Shazla, and 2 gun drones. Over here in this building on the ground floor, we've got 2 Fire Warrior Shazla, a 3rd Fire Warrior Shazla in the first floor, accompanied by my leader, 1 more Fire Warrior Shazla, and then my comms specialist, my sniper specialist, and a shield drone.
Yeah, that should be a pretty handy little combination. And then over here in Adeptus Mechanicus land on the top floor, I've got my Arquebus perfectly tuned to have a couple of targets but be obscured from everyone else. And then my Ranger with Galvanic Rifle, who also is my comms specialist, and then just a nice standard ranger. And then down on the bottom floor, we've got a big cluster of Adeptus Mechanicus troops, starting with my Vanguard Alpha, who's my leader down here, my Vanguard with Plasma Caliber, a smattering of Vanguards with Radium Carbines, and then also my Vanguard with Arc Rival over here on the right. The board is set. Let's see who gets initiative for the first turn. 6 for me, and 6 for you. All right, let's try that again. Thank you. And take 2.
5.
5, what's
10.
mine? 10. And the initiative goes to the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Go for it.
At the beginning of the Adeptus Mechanicus turn, I need to pick my Canticles of the Omnissiah, and this turn I'm going to choose Benedictions of the Omnissiah, which gives all of my units the ability to reroll 1s in the shooting phase. Now for my move, I have readied most of my units. All of the guys down here have got good targets, and my 2 gentlemen up here. He's in the open, but it's better for him to ready, because otherwise he's just going to get shot by rapid-firing Tau. This gentleman pushed up. My Plasma Caliber has readied, and my leader has jumped out to grab a bit of a target with a move. Now, Jacko, you've done some of your turn over here. Let's have a look.
Yeah, so I readied everyone in this building because why not?
What a sniping platform. And now you're going to move a few of these guys.
And I believe you have something to tell me.
Yes, that building is trapped, so we are going into some trappage rolls. Who is moving first, Jacko?
Well, firstly, I would like to say I am shocked that you would do this, because it is clearly the worst option you could have.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rude, frankly. So what model do you want to move?
Let's move this guy.
All right, excellent. And now Jacko needs to roll a d6 every time a model leaves the terrain and it's been booby-trapped. And if he rolls a 1, they take a mortal wound, and then it counts as dangerous terrain, which is fairly similar for the rest of the game. Let's see that big 1. Okay,
Hey.
he's totally fine. All right.
History is not repeating itself. So now my scout leader is going to take his dangerous terrain test. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. And the last Pathfinder, he's fine.
All right, so the town movement has come to the end, and we're now into the shooting phase for the Adeptus Mechanicus. I'm going to target with my first readied model, which is going to be this Skitarii Ranger here. He's going to rapid fire at the sniper because he's within 15. So we're looking at 4s to hit because you're obscured. And we've got, a 5 and a 4.
I knew it.
And I'm looking at strength 4, toughness 3, so 3s to wound. Oh, okay, so I've rolled a 6, which means this attack is resolved at AP -1, and then 1 normal wound that is resolved at AP neutral. So 1 armor save and 1 armor save at 5+. Jacko, oh, what's your normal save, sorry?
4.
4, yeah, cool.
Alright, now you succeeded at wounding me. I have a drone right next to me, so I could inflict a mortal wound on him to ignore everything else. I think I'm gonna do that.
Cool.
I'll
So
just take him out.
yeah, take him out, and obviously I'm sure you're going to choose the AP -1 wound to...
It negates everything.
Oh, that's right, so it negates all damage and he's now gone. Okay, cool, awesome. That's the end of my shooting. And who is up next for you?
So I'm gonna shoot with the sniper.
Cool.
He's gonna take the benefit of my comms leader to get a +1 to his shoot value.
Cool, awesome. So your normal shoot value is 3 with Tau?
4.
4, okay, so now you're hitting on 3s.
Yeah. And I think I'm gonna shoot at that guy.
Yes, the one in the middle? Or yep.
He's in broad daylight.
Yes, he's not obscured, so hitting on 3s, and is he in rapid fire range?
I don't think he will be, actually.
Yeah, because of the height, I think you're going to be just short. Obviously, you got a range of 30 with those brutal little pulse rifles.
Yeah, I'm out.
Just short. Well done, Lachie.
One shot.
One shot.
That's all I will take.
One opportunity.
One shot, one kill.
Let's go. I want any one-shot memes. Can we jam in? And a big
Reroll
one.
once 'cause
Ah,
he's a sniper.
sniper. Very nice. And it didn't help.
That's great.
So my next readied unit is going to be the Arquebus. Now I've successfully knocked out the sniper's drone. I'm going to try and slot him in the head. I'm normally hitting on 3s, but he's obscured, so I'm hitting on 4s, but I'm going to use my sniper special as well as my comms ability to take that down to 2s to hit. So 2s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Ooh, there's that big one. Hopefully.
You can do another one.
Hey, got the 2. Jeez, that is awful. Okay, cool. So you are toughness 3, Jacko, and I am strength 7, so I'm looking at 2s to wound. And that's a 4, so that is 1 wound at AP -2.
Okay, so...
Oh, sorry, that's D3 wounds, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole thing with the Arquebus. So we're looking at 2 wounds.
Right.
So you've got 2 armor saves at AP -2, which is 0.
6s.
Oh, no, 6s. What am I saying?
Yeah.
You got a 4+ save. All right, let's see those 6s.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, good.
Saved one of them. So now you've got one roll on the injury table, and because you're in cover, yes.
1 to 4.
One flesh wound.
I get a flesh wound.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's see how we go. And a 3, so a flesh wound for the sniper. Well done, Arquebus. Not a bad result.
Dying.
Who is the next readied shooter for you, Jacko?
My comm specialist.
Is that this gentleman down here?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
He's gonna take a shot at the guy that I tried to shoot last time.
This one?
No, down.
Oh, sorry, down the middle.
Still
Yes.
in the open.
Cool.
This time. Maybe
I
not.
think
I
you're.
don't think so.
Oh, you're just out of rapid fire again.
Oh.
I think you might be in.
I'm in.
Nah, definitely in. Definitely in.
For sure.
Cool.
Okay, well, this is more like it. So I got 4s to hit.
Yes, and I'm not obscured.
Yay!
Oh.
I'm so good.
Tower shooting, man. What is going on?
I'm gonna use a tactical reroll.
Tactical reroll?
You're on the defense 3, toughness 3, right?
Yes, I am. Toughness 3.
Yeah, I gotta kill something. Yeah, I'll use a reroll.
Cool. So that's your 2 CPs down for the turn.
1 second.
Oh, only one.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh,
Yeah,
big hit. Lovely.
See,
So strength 4.
3s to win.
Yeah.
Strength 5.
Oh yeah, three.
Tau Empire.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Sorry. What am I saying?
Wound.
Oh, very nice. And that is AP neutral. Okay, so that is AP neutral.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I need 1 4+ save. Saved.
Alright.
Fantastic. Okay, so my next rated unit is going to be this guy down here, who you've been so eagerly opening fire on, and he is going to target your leader, who is just here. He is obscured, so I'm going to be hitting on 4s. And he's over half range as well, because I'm only range 18 with my raiding carbine. So hitting on 5s, assault 3, and we've got 1 hit. And your toughness 3, and the radium carbine is strength 3, so I'm wounding on 4s. And a 2. All right, nothing from me. The next unit for you, Jacko.
This guy is going to take a shot at this guy.
Fantastic.
So I think you probably should have checked this before, but
I think you're just out. Yeah, just.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, there's a 16th in it.
Can we see? Wait.
I'm gonna have
That's
a
the front of my base. Where are we at?
Oh, a 16th. Out by 16th. Yeah.
All right. I'll let you have that one. So 1 shot at 4s to hit, but you're obscured, so 5s to hit.
Very nice.
Good. All right. 3s to wound.
3s to wound. Oh, brutal.
All right. That's fine. Still got plenty of guys to shoot with.
Alright, my next readied unit will be the Vanguard to the right of my last one, and the same thing, shooting at the leader nestled in there, needing 5s to hit, and no hits for me. What's
good.
up for you, Jacko?
Let's do this guy. He's gonna shoot at... Yeah, let's shoot at the exposed dude.
Copy that.
I want to kill someone.
You're looking at 4s to hit,
Yeah, 4s to hit.
and you in rapid fire range? I think you might be.
Oh,
Ooh,
no,
just short.
You're right, yeah.
Alright, 1 dice it is.
Once again, this is fine. No, it's not fine.
Alright, once more moving my way through the radium carbine wielding Vanguard. I'm going to open fire at the Tau Fire Warrior to the right of the leader this time, looking for 5s. Hey, that's a bit better. Oh, and a 1! Now I've got my Benedictions of the Omnissiah. Which, yeah, well, that was great. So we're looking at 4s to wound? No, yes, 4s to wound. Strength 3 on toughness 3. Ooh, a 6 and a 4. Now with a radium carbine, each roll of 6 is resolved with a damage of 3. So you've got 1 save on that one, and then 3 saves on the other.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. I can deal with that. So
The first one?
This one. Nope.
That's a fail, so
a fail.
1.
I'll have to take a flesh wound, but I'll resolve these all at once.
Yes,
right?
that's correct. And the second one?
I think I'm gonna hear this a lot.
A 6,
Alright,
very nice.
okay,
You saved the one that really counted.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that flesh wound roll, the injury roll. And a 3, so another flesh wound for the Tau.
Good. Okay, my leader is going to take a shot at the exposed guy who I've already tried to kill a few times. This time you're in rapid fire range. Hey, that's just trademark Jackson right there. Yep, nothing I can do.
Brutal. All right, up next, I'm going to fire with my last little dude nestled underneath, and he's got an arc rifle, and he is also going to target the leader. We're just exchanging a lot of shots with this leader today. So I am looking at 3s to hit, but you're obscured, and I'm beyond my half range, so that takes me to a big 5. Look at that. Beautiful. Strength 6, toughness 3, so we're at 2s to wound. And a 4, that's a wound on the leader at AP minus
0.
I'll get there. I'll get there. Where the fuck is this arc rifle? At AP -1.
-1. Okay.
So you're
I
looking
got
at
a
5s. And it's a 2. The leader takes a wound.
Flesh wound. Flesh wound.
Flesh wound it is. Very nice. Jesus, flesh wounds all over the tower today.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot you with my guy who has a flesh wound first. So you're in rapid fire range.
And who are you targeting?
The exposed guy on the rooftop.
Copy that.
5s to hit. Hey, that's a 5.
We'll just add them together.
Yeah.
That's definitely how it works. All right, my last ready unit is this plasma caliber guy down here. He actually can't see anything now that Jackson's made this great little tactical move with his squad on his right flank. So who's your next ready unit, Jacko?
This guy down here,
Down the bottom.
he's just going to take 1 shot.
He's out of rapid fire.
Yep.
Copy that.
He's
Take
not
it away.
flesh wounded, so 4s to hit. Oh, yeah.
Big miss. All right, so now we move into the normal shooting phase, and now I've only got 1 unit who didn't ready and has a target, so I'm going to open fire and rapid fire straight down into this. I'll target the scout, actually. So he's not obscured, and he's within my normal range, so I'm looking for 3s to hit. Oh, there we go, 1 hit. The benediction of the Omnissiah strikes again.
2 hits.
2 hits, and now we're looking for toughness 3, strength 4, so 3s to wound. And a 4 and a 3. That's 2 wounds on that gentleman from me at AP neutral.
I'm going to kill a gun drone.
Very well done, and that gets rid of both of my shots. And all right, Jacko, who have you got left? That these guys obviously aren't ready because they've advanced, but they have assault weapons. Is that correct?
Sure do.
All right, who are you targeting?
I'm going to just have everyone shoot at him.
Yeah, a bit of return fire action.
Yeah.
Have a go.
Alright, so let's do this Pathfinder first. I got 2 shots at -1.
Yep,
So
I'm
I
obscured.
advanced, and you're obscured.
Oh, so -2, yeah.
So it'll be 6s to hit.
6s, all right, go for it. And 1 hit on the first guy.
I like it.
What's the strength?
5.
3s to wound.
That's a
Very
win.
nice. And 1 save for me, looking for 4+ AP neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And a fail. All right, so I'm taking my first injury roll. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 is a flesh wound. Oh, the first dude out of action. Gaboom. There he goes. My galvanic rifle. Oh, that's actually my comm specialist as well.
Oh.
So a very nice hit for you, sir. Well done.
Totally what I planned.
Very nice. All right, so that takes us to the morale phase. Now, I haven't got any units with flesh wounds, and obviously I'm not close to breaking, and neither is Jacko, but you've got 3 flesh wounds.
Yep.
Fantastic. Let's have a look at those nerve tests. Now, we're taking them at +2 because you've lost 2 gun drones, but at -1 for every friendly model nearby. You're rolling a single d6, and you have to exceed the leadership to fail the test.
Yep.
So let's check out that top guy.
Yep. Leadership 6.
Cool.
So that's fail.
Yes, I think that is. +2 takes it to 7, -1 is 6 because he's within a friendly unit. No, he's fine.
Oh.
Yep, next one.
Yeah, good. We'll do the leader at leadership 7.
Cool. And he's fine. And that
the
guy?
normal dude, he's fine.
Awesome. All right. And that takes us to the next turn. So let's jump in and do our initiative while we're here.
Yeah.
And a 4 for me and a 3 for you. God damn it. I really want you to move first. I'm going to jump into my move. So the first thing I'm going to do this turn is I'm going to declare a charge with my Vanguard Alpha, and I'm going to target this scout and all of the models surrounding him. And Jacko, you've got no choice but to fall back, or retreat, sorry, because you can't overwatch as I'm starting out of line of sight.
Yeah.
So you want to make those fallback moves?
This is actually not good because there's a booby-trapped building right behind me.
Oh, how clever of me. Yes, I totally planned that.
Okay, so I've retreated, put my backs against the booby-trapped wall. My only option, really. So I'm going to have to take dangerous terrain tests for everyone now.
All right, start with this dude.
It's fine.
Next dude.
Fine.
Next dude.
Gun drone. Fine.
Very fine.
The leader's more than 1 inch away.
Fantastic. All right, now, because Jacko has fallen back so far and taken that gamble, I now need to get a 10 on my charge roll. Let's see how we go. A 4 and a 4, so that's 8. Now I've got a decision here.
Run out in the open.
I could go for the tactical re-roll, or I can complete the charge or stay where he is. I'm actually going to go for the tactical re-roll, which I'm going to burn this turn, and give it another go. Let's see if we can get that 10. Oh, look at that happy face. All right, up he comes. And he says, I'm going to have some tau for dinner. Very nice indeed. Well done, Vanguard. Alright, so after the successful charge of my Vanguard Alpha, my Plasma Caliber advanced, but rolled a 1, so he just nestled into cover instead of running out into the gun line that is assembled covering the street. My 2 gentlemen up here, including the Arquebus, both readied, and all my guys down here readied, except for the Skitarii Ranger wielding the Arc Rifle, who sprinted up to get in rapid fire range, but nestled himself well in cover, so only this half of the building can target him. And now it's onto your move, Jacko.
It's going to be an exciting movement phase.
Oh, I have no doubt.
So, ready again, ready.
Fantastic, and of course these guys can't fall back this turn because this is the turn they were charged. Let's get on to shooting.
Let's do it.
The Arquebus is going to fire first this time because we've got rid of that pesky drone and try and knock out that sniper. I'm going to activate the sniper tactic so I get +1. So I'm looking for 2s to hit, but he's obscured, so we're back to 3s to hit. Let's see how we go. And we've got a 6, lovely, and strength 7 on toughness 3 is a 2 to wound. And it's a big 1! Oh,
thank you, Ethereals.
very nice indeed. Alright, who are you firing with next, Jacko?
My sniper.
Fantastic, the war of the snipers continues.
He's going to shoot at your exposed guy on the
This
rooftop.
gentleman down here.
And once again, we're going to check range, yep. Rapid fire time. Okay, so I'm going to use the comms ability to cancel out my flesh wound. And then I will also use my sniper's tactic to get +1. So
Fantastic, and my guy's not obscured, is he?
No.
Cool, so 3s to hit with 2 shots rapid firing.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that's a big cock.
Definitely cock.
I didn't even mean that.
Nice. Well, I'll take it as a compliment. Okay. So
There we go. Nice big hit.
Yep. 3's to wound.
Go for it. Oh, we're both ripping the 1s to wound.
Tactical reroll.
There we go. Burning all the CPs.
1 left.
1 left.
Yep.
Toughness, strength?
5.
Ah, no, that doesn't do the job. Alright, well, both our snipers are sucking.
Yep.
So up next I'll be firing with this pesky Galvanic Ranger who just keeps getting shot at by this sniper, and he's going to try and return the favour. Except this time, he'll miss. I mean, he'll hit.
He'll miss.
God damn it.
You heard it here first.
4s to hit. A 5 and a 4. That's 1 hit, 1 miss. And strength 4, toughness 3 is 3s to wound. That is 1 wound, sir, at AP neutral.
Alright.
Now, you've taken a flesh wound. No, that doesn't affect this, so you're just hitting on a 4+. Failed. Alright, now it's flesh wound time, and we're down to 50-50.
Yeah.
Another flesh wound.
Yeah, alright.
That's just a flesh wound. Alright, who is next for you, good sir?
We're gonna do this. We'll do the comms guy at your exposed. You got ready. Actually, at the exposed dude on the ground floor.
Copy that.
I was trying to kill last turn. This time, was he in rapid fire range? I can't remember. A terrible memory. Yes, he's definitely in rapid fire range. Alright, 2 shots.
2 opportunities. There we go.
1 success.
1 hit, very nice. And looking at 3s to wound.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is good.
Alright, so my little Vanguard guy out in the open is going to return fire himself and fire up at this little Tau here before he gets the chance to fire. He's hitting on 5s because he's obscured and long range penalty. And we've got, 2 5s. Very nice indeed. Strength 3, toughness 3, that's a 4 to wound with the radium carbines. And we've got 1 wound, so just a normal armor save for you, Jacko.
4s.
Oh, another fail. Armor saves aren't going well today.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 is a flesh wound.
Flesh
And a flesh wound for that guy. We are spreading these flesh wounds around.
Split it around.
Alright, and who is next for you to shoot, Jacko?
We'll go with my leader.
He's
going to
go with the white helmet in there.
Yep. He's going to fire on the dude who's readied.
This guy here?
Yeah.
Copy
He's,
that.
Obscured.
So,
firing.
rapid fire, so you're looking at 5s to hit.
Yep. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Alright.
And 3s to wound.
Now's the time.
Very nice.
Alright,
1
here we
wound. And AP neutral, so I'm just looking at a 4+ save, which has failed. And now we're on to the injury roll now. You fight on this guy, who is not within cover. So this is just a standard 50-50 roll. And he's taken a flesh wound. That was quite lucky. Just grab a little marker for that one.
There you go.
Thank you very much. All right, so now I will fire straight back with this gentleman here, and he is going to fire at the leader. So he has got 3 attacks with the radium carbine, hitting on 5s. And we've got 1 attack, 1 hit.
Never mind. Yep.
And we're looking at strength 3, toughness 3.
4s.
Let me just double check every fucking time. There we go. All right, 4 to wound. Hey, 1 wound for the leader.
4+ save.
Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, now injury time, and he's down to 50-50 with his injury rolls. And another flesh wound for the leader.
He's tanking the flesh wound.
Very nice. You're doing well with the flesh wound roll. So that is that gentleman done. All right, I've got 1 ready guy left in there. All right, what is up for you, Jacko?
We'll go... Okay, so this guy who's got a flesh wound is going to shoot at your exposed guy on the rooftop. We're just out of rapid fire range, so 1 shot.
Hits.
No, I got a flesh wound.
Oh, I've got a flesh wound. Big miss. So I'm going to fire with my last readied unit, and he is going to target this little fire warrior over here, who is one of the last readied models Jacko has. And we are firing with the radium carbine over the long distance penalty, and he's obscured. So 5s to hit, and 1 hit. Carbines have been pretty consistent so far, which is nice. And 4s to wound, and gets the fail. All right, that's all my readied units, Jacko. So jump on into the rest of your readied shooting.
Okay, let's go. This guy who has a flesh wound is going to shoot at your exposed guy on the rooftop. So 5s to hit, hits.
Very nice.
3s to wound, wounds.
Very nice. All right, 4+ save. Fails. Yeah. All right, injury time. Now I'm out in the open, so it's just a 1, 2, or a 3, and a 1. So just the 1 flesh wound for Steve. All right, who's next for you, Jacko?
He fired already. This guy on the ground floor.
Yep.
Is going to shoot up. Oh, I think we already established this.
Yeah, he can see.
Yeah, he can see. Yeah.
And he's not obscured.
Yep. So 1 shot. Yeah. Miss. All right.
So that's all our readied shooting done.
No, this guy.
Oh, 1 more. Sorry.
So
yes, I forgot about that.
He is going to shoot at this guy.
Plasma caliber.
Yeah.
Roger that.
So you're obscured. I got a 5 to hit you.
Yep. Miss.
Nothing.
All right. So that takes us to our normal shooting. Do you have any normal units to shoot, Jacko?
No.
All right, so that takes us to the normal shooting phase. I'm going to open fire with my Skitarii Ranger in here with the arc rifle, who took the bold decision to advance so he could get into rapid fire range of Jacko's leader. And now he is going to roll 2 dice, hitting on 4s. Sorry, that's no, that is 4s. So that's 1 hit, and we are strength 6, AP -1, and your toughness 3. So 2s to wound. 5 gets the wound at taking a 5+ save, Jacko, for that one.
For him?
For the leader.
Oh, leader, right,
yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Very nice, makes the save. And that now to my last gentleman over here, who is going to spend his heavy tactic, which allows him to fire 3 shots. And he's going to fire across at this fire warrior and use his heavy tactic to get himself an extra shot. Now you are obscured, and it is long range penalty, so I'm hitting on 5s. And 3 2s. Wow, what a fantastic roll, Mr.
I knew
Plasma.
you could do it.
Yes, your support, as always, is invaluable. Alright, so my final weapon to shoot in the normal phase is the pistol that my Vanguard Alpha has, an arc pistol, and I'm going to fire at Jacko's Scout, and I need 3s to hit, and I've got, big 3, strength 6, toughness 3, that's 2s to wound. He gets the wound, and that is at AP -1, Jacko, so a 5+ save for him.
6+ save.
Oh.
Pathfinder's only 5.
Right, okay, 6+. And he fails the save. Let's see that injury roll.
Look, I rolled a 6. Alright, yeah. Flesh wound.
Flesh wound it is. All right, flesh wound him up. And that takes us to the combat phase, which we will jump straight into. Now, my Vanguard Alpha charge, so he'll be striking first. And I will assign 1 hit on the Scout and 1 hit on the Pathfinder.
Okay.
And I've got a weapon skill of 4+, so I'm 4s to hit. And I'm electing my Power Sword, obviously. 1 hit and 1 miss. And now Strength User against your Toughness 3. And I'm Strength 3, so I'm looking at 4 to wound. And he gets the wound, which is unsavable. So that one was on the Scout.
Yeah.
So injury roll for him.
So now it's worse roll. Right?
Yeah, that's right. It's a 1-2 as a flesh wound. 3, 4, 5, 6. He's dead.
Hey!
Got the one! A second flesh wound for the Pathfinder Scout.
I love flesh wounds.
Very nice. Okay, so now it's combat time for you to return the favor.
Yeah. Okay, so Tau, they love being in combat, so
Yeah, I've heard they're combat pros.
yeah, we're gonna show you how it's done. Don't even need a power sword. Let's attack with the scout first, since he's the worst.
Copy that.
Thanks to his flesh wounds. So we're 5s to hit, so 6s.
Yep,
basically.
automatic 6. Oh,
Yeah.
he's the worst, you say.
Yeah.
All right, strength what?
3.
3, so you're looking at 4s to wound. Very nice.
Yeah, you have to die.
And now he goes to 4+ save. Oh, he
Alright,
takes it on the armor. Well
That's
done,
fine, that's
Adeptus
fine.
Mechanicus armor. Who's next?
I'll do the 2 Pathfinders. They're exactly the same, so we'll roll them together.
Go for that.
That's for 1 hit.
1 hit, very nice.
Nothing.
Fails to wound. And the drone?
I don't remember their stats.
All right, let's check those.
5s to hit. No.
All right. Well, the Vanguard won that combat. So now we just do consolidation. I've scored 1 wound. Courage test for you. Okay, now sweeping advance. Oh, no, so all these rules don't
Wrong
exist.
game.
Okay, so that takes us out of combat. Let's move into the morale phase. Now, I have my first flesh wound this time on Steve up here and also Jerry down the bottom there. So I need to take my own little tests. So I've got courage 6 on all of my guys. Sorry, leadership 6 on all of my guys. But I have only 1 model out of action and he's within a friendly model. So I just need to not roll a 6. Jesus Christ, that was close. Thank you, Terrain. And the same thing down the bottom. The negative effect of the out of action model is neutralized by the friendly model. And a 6. Oh, there we go.
Shake it up.
Let's put a little shaken token next to Steve or Jerry. I think that was Jerry. All right, what about you, Jacko?
Well, because I just laughed at you failing 1 test, I'm going to fail all my tests now.
Yes, that's usually how it rolls. You've got 7 models that are out of action or have flesh wounds, so you might be broken. So you've got to roll 2d6 and not exceed your highest leadership, which is 7. All right, so we're looking for 7 or lower. Oh, 10!
Wow.
Oh dear, the Tau have broken. Okay, so let's move into nerve tests for every single model now. Starting with the gentleman up the top.
Okay, well, I'm going to use rousing transmission.
Yes.
So I get all my guys count as being next to the comms.
Nice, yeah, well worth it considering all these gentlemen over here will have to test and everybody. So let's move into 1 unit by 1 unit.
Yes,
this guy
right.
here.
Okay, so he's at 6.
That's
fine.
So that's fine, yep.
So my comm specialist is rolling at neutral, so he's fine.
Fine. Oh, these 5s are lucky.
Leader is at neutral. He's fine. The guy next to him,
Yep.
he
Oh, that's a
is
cop.
he's at 6, but he's next to the leader, and the rousing transmission cancels that out, so
Yep,
he's fine.
so that's fine. Fire warrior at the bottom.
Fine.
And
Other fire warrior at the bottom.
fine.
This guy,
Oh,
he's
too many
at
guys.
+1.
Oh,
he's shaken.
Our first shaken model. And over here.
Yep. Okay, so over here, this guy is, well, he's next to a bunch of dudes, so he's
He's fine.
Yep, because of the rousing transmission. This guy, he's fine. Well, I literally can't fail any of
Yeah,
these.
those guys actually all automatically pass, don't they? So they're totally fine. All right, awesome. So that takes us to the next turn. Let's jump into initiative.
Yep.
2d6. And I've got 6. And finally, Jacko takes the initiative. Let's move into the Tau movement. Alright, so a big movement turn for the Adeptus Mechanicus after laying down heaps of readied fire last turn. I think we've caused enough flesh wounds, and now we're going to make our dash across the alley. So 3 of my gentlemen have pushed up, advancing and getting some pretty great rolls. My plasma caliber coming from around here, and the other 2 vanguards sprinting through the gap out into the open. They're pretty well covered from the various Tau in there, and I've got my guys up on top providing some overwatch, and the dude with the arc rifle is also going to shoot for 1 more turn readied, and of course this gentleman here is shaken. So that is the movement. Let's move into shooting, Jacko.
Okay, I'm going first, and I'm going to use Gritted Teeth to ignore all flesh wound penalties on my sniper, who has 2. He is then going to shoot at your exposed rooftop guy. Now, he's going to use the comms ability to get +1 to his hit, and we'll save a point for something else. So I got 3s to hit. I'm going to use tactical reroll.
I think that might be a good idea
That's what
after
I
all
was-
of that.
That's what I was saving it for.
I feel for you. I feel for you.
Let's go. Continue.
The Adeptus Mechanicus will open their account with the Arquebus, and we're going to try and finally snip this sniper. We'll also activate our sniper tactic as always, and we're hitting on 3s with the bonus and the obscured penalty. And that's a hit. Strength 7, looking at 2s to wound. Oh, Jesus. And a 6! And that means something special. So the 6 grants an additional mortal wound, which is of course unsavable, and the normal wound is at AP -2, which takes your armor save to 6+.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's do the normal save first. All right, so that's a fail. So we've got 1 roll on the injury table,
Yep.
which is a 4. And
He's dead.
oh, I mean, each wound scores D3 wounds as well.
Yeah.
So
Well, like, you're going to do at least 2 flesh wounds, and he's at 2 already, so he's dead.
yeah, cool.
My comms specialist is going to shoot at your exposed guy on the
Wonderful.
rooftop.
Hit.
Needing a 4 to hit, yeah. 3 wound, no.
No wounds. All right. My little dude here is going to return fire before he gets picked off, and he is going to open fire onto this gentleman here. Who?
Specialist?
No, sorry, the leader, who is in rapid fire range. So we have got 4s to hit because you're obscured. That's 1 hit and 1 miss. And strength 4, toughness 3 is 3s to wound, and no wounds. All right, who is next for you, Jacko?
We'll do this guy. He's going to take 2 shots, splitting them on these 2
Yep.
dudes. So they'll be assigned as they land.
Cool, 4s to hit.
So 1 hit on the guy at the back.
Yep. And we're looking at 3s to wound.
Yep.
No wounds.
This is looking very familiar.
All right, now I'll go to my last readied unit, which is the Skitarii Ranger with Arc Rifle, rapid firing into the leader, needing 4s to hit, and a 3 and a 1. Lots of missing this turn. All right, that's all of my readied units, Jacko, so let's do the rest of yours.
Okay, this guy is going to take 1 shot at your rooftop dude. Hit.
Big hit.
3's to wound. Wounds.
Very nice. All right, now that's AP neutral, so I'm looking for a 4+ to save. Failed, and I've already got 1 flesh wound and I'm not obscured, so 1 or a 2 is a flesh wound, otherwise he is out of action. Oh, Pachoo! The tower finally take another victim. All right, who's next?
This guy will shoot
Yes.
at the dude who is
Shaken?
shaken. I
Cool.
think that's pretty much all I can see.
Is he obscured?
Yeah,
Wonderful.
totally obscure.
So we're looking at 5s to hit?
Yeah. And I have a flesh wound, so 6s to hit.
Awesome. Miss. And any more readied units?
My leader
Your leader.
is going to shoot at the guy who was shaken.
Copy that, the guy down here in the back.
This time, I think we already checked this a million times. But
I think he's out of rapid fire.
no, he's in.
Oh, he's in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, he was. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2s, I got 2 flesh wounds, so it's 6s to hit.
Yep.
That's a
1 hit,
3s to wound.
3s to wounds.
Wound.
Very nice. Looking for that 4+ save. Saved.
Alright.
That was lucky. He had a flesh wound. Did not want to roll that injury roll.
That's it.
That's it for readied units. All right, so that moves to our normal shooting phase, of which I have 3 units here, and that is it. So I'm going to start with my Plasma Caliber Heavy, who's going to use his heavy tactic once again and fire 3 shots. And I'm going to target the gentleman just over there. So I'm within half range, but he is obscured. So I'm looking at 4s to hit. Oh, geez, not a good roll. 4 and 2 2s.
I call that a good roll.
I'm gonna burn my tactical reroll of one of those. You know what? I'm not. And now we're looking at strength 7. That's 2s to wound. Oh, just gets it. 1 wound at AP -2.
6+ save.
6+ save.
No.
And he fails it. Let's see that injury roll.
Flesh wound.
Flesh
Hey,
wounds.
look, another flesh wound.
The flesh wounds are coming around. All right, let's have a look at my next dude here. Radium Carbine. Now he has advanced, so he's at -1, and you're obscured, so -2. These guys are hitting on 5s. First one, 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness, strength 3, sorry. Toughness 3 is 4s to wound. That's a miss. And the second guy behind him with the Radium Carbine, we've got another single hit. And we're looking for force to wound once more. There we go. 1 wound and 1 armor save at normal. Fail. Let's see now. He is in cover, so we're still at 50-50 now. 6 out of action. The radium carbines mow him down as they advance. Now my last shooting unit will be, of course, my Skitarii Vanguard Alpha, who is in combat, and he is on a 3+ to hit. And he misses with the arc pistol. They're right in front of you. How could you miss?
We're moving around.
All right, yeah, I suppose they're flailing wildly as I massacre them. And that takes us to our combat phase. So at the start of the fight phase, my Canticle of the Omnissiah, Litany of the Electromancer activates. I roll a d6 for each enemy unit within 1 inch of me, and on a 6, they take a mortal wound. So Pathfinder 1, mortal wounds.
Hey, look at that.
Pathfinder 2, mortal wounds. What? Gun drone? Oh, that was going to be crazy. And the Scout. What the fuck? My goodness.
All right.
That is very effective. That is 3 gentlemen dead.
Is it dead?
This Pathfinder, the drone, and the Scout all take a mortal wound. Now, they're not instantly killed. You got to roll your injury rolls, of course. So let's jump into that.
The Pathfinder. Oops.
Try that again.
Pathfinder.
Boop, boop.
Pathfinder.
Out of action?
He's fine.
Gun drone. Out of action.
Well, yeah.
And Scout. Out of action.
Alright, well.
Wow, there goes your right flank. That was brutal.
Yeah. Nothing.
Alright, so now I've got my 2 attacks from the Skitarii Vanguard Alpha. We're looking for 4s. 1 hit. Obviously, I'm electing to use the Power Sword at user strength. So that is strength 3 on toughness 3. I'm looking for a 4, and I'm striking at the... I'll just strike at one of the Pathfinders. The one on the left. Failed to wound. Alright, that was an uneventful combat. Let's go to morale. I'll go first if you like, Jacko, because it's a bit simpler.
Sure.
Nerve test for the guy on the bottom. He's fine, and my other gentleman who had a flesh wound is dead, so that's me all done.
Wow, that was quick.
Okay, so into Jackson's morale phase now. You have now lost 7 casualties, so your guys will be automatically failing their nerve tests unless you get the auto pass, which is of course rolling a 1. So let's see 1s for those units.
Alright, comms guy.
Shaken.
Nope. He's fine, okay. Leader. Nope. 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 So everyone except this guy.
You've got your little scout over here as well.
Yep. Yep, he's shaken.
Goodness me. Well, it looks like the Adeptus Mechanicus have well and truly gained the upper hand.
Yeah.
Let's move into initiative. 6 and 7. The Tau have it once more.
So all my guys stood still because they're scared to death. Except this guy who's going to lean down and try to take a shot at one of them.
Very nice. Now, I've also made my move, and all of my boys have pushed up rapidly on the objective advancing, and they all have assault weapons, so they'll be able to lay down some fire, and so has this Vanguard as well, and this Ranger, he won't be able to fire because he's got a rapid fire arc rifle, but he's just trying to get nice and close and swamp that objective. Obviously, my Vanguard Alpha's staying in fighting position with that Scout, and my Arquebus will lay down one more round of suppressive fire. Let's jump into the shooting phase. Once again, the Adeptus Mechanicus will open their account with the Arquebus. I've got the only readied model on the battlefield, and I am going to see if I can snip... I don't have a target.
Oh, that's a shame.
Very nice. All right, well, I'm going to move on to the normal shooting phase, which will start with you, Jacko. So take it away.
This guy, gonna shoot down at this guy.
All right, rapid firing.
Yep. Hit.
1 hit.
3's to wound. Wounded.
Ooh, big wound. 4+ save for me. And he passes.
All right.
All right, I'm going to start with my plasma caliber. I'm going to use my heavy tactic. 3 shots into that dude right in front of me. So I'm looking at 3s.
2 hits.
2 hits. Strength 7 is 2s to wound. And that's 2 wounds.
2 armor saves.
At 6+. No saves. All right. Let's see those injury rolls.
Injury rolls. He's out of action.
Yes, they're both gone. All right. And that has well and truly taken the objective for us. None of my Vanguard... Oh, this Vanguard here will have a target. He'll be able to shoot up. So he'll fire with his radium carbine. And he gets 2 hits. 2 big 6s. And we're looking at 4s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 armor saves for the Tau up the top. He says, how dare you shoot at me as I run into your little village.
AP.
AP neutral.
Oh. He's fine.
2 saves. Very nice. And the other radium carbine will do the same. We're looking at 4s to hit. Because we advanced, and 4s to wound. Whoa! Oh, hang on, those 6s mean something. So Radium Carbine, so each of those will be resolved at a damage of 3, so make sure you pass these saves.
Alright. Yeah.
4 plus.
4 plus.
Very nice, 1 saved, and now you'll need to take 3 injury rolls for the 3 damage and pick the worst. And he is gone, because there's no cover between him and the target.
Bye-bye.
Alright, a brutal round for the Tau. That is, I've technically got one more dude who can shoot down here, up at the leader. Looking at 5s to hit because of obscured and advancing penalty. 4s to wound. 2 wounds, and this one is at damage 3. My goodness, the Radium Carbines have been good this turn. The normal...
2 wounds.
Yeah, so the normal save? Passed. And the damage 3 save? Failed. Alright, 3 injury rolls, Jacko.
Out of action.
Yes, that's enough. Well, that extra flesh wound pushes him over the edge. Oh no, the out of action. Yeah, very nice. That was at the leader from this dude down here.
Leader. Okay, yep.
So the leader has gone. Alright, my pistol will now fire at the Shazwi. 3 to hit, and that was a miss. So I'll move straight into combat. You want to attack first, Jacko? Oh, your dude is shaken.
Yeah.
So I'll jump straight into mine. 4 plus to hit, 1 hit, and 4s to wound using my power sword. He gets the wound. That's an unsavable wound, so you're straight onto the injury roll for him at... Oh, you need a 1, I think.
Nope.
And he is out of action. Brutal. Alright, how many Tau are left on the battlefield?
Not many.
Not very many.
To be precise, not many.
So, in my turn, next turn, obviously, I'll push up on the objective. I think we can call it there, Jacko?
I think so.
Yes, I think it might be good. I'm going to do a left-handed handshake because you're a left-hander.
Yes.
Good game, dude. Let's move on into the post-game.
Alright, so a very convincing victory for the Adeptus Mechanicus with only 2 Scutari Rangers out of action at the end of the game and the enemy objective well and truly swarmed, which is nice, a bit of a victory to check off the account in the campaign. Well done, dude.
Well done.
Lovely to play. Who was your most valuable player and what was the biggest player of the game for you?
Okay, so, well, as you probably saw, not the greatest performance by the Tau. I think my most valuable unit was the shield drone who took a mortal wound for the sniper in the first turn.
The suicidal drone who saved his sniper.
Who went on to do nothing.
Yes, yeah. There was, I mean, obviously you had some really bad luck with dice rolls and particularly, like, failed some clinch moments with not being able to provide any kind of supporting fire from your, like, that's a great bastion of firepower, but it just didn't manage to execute. The biggest play for me was definitely my Vanguard charging your little flanking unit. I think your tactics early on were great, exactly what I would have done. You've got your squad of Pathfinders who are pushing up, and if I'd let them, they would have just got in and just started opening fire on all of my dudes taking cover, and that was definitely a sound tactic, but I managed to just get off that perfect charge. You fell back and I rolled the 10 with the tactical reroll, and I just neutralized that whole flank. Yeah. You had what, 3 Pathfinders in the scout there?
3 Pathfinders and 2 drones.
Yeah.
And I think in hindsight, I realized after we resolved that, what I should have done was a decisive move and just stuck the gun drone.
Yeah, right, and boxed me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good tactic.
But just trade off one guy.
I mean, my initial thought was not only I've never got the Vanguard Alpha into combat before, so I wanted to try and slice some necks, but it was also to stop you from shooting for a turn, and I assumed that after that you would just disengage and then open fire a few turns later, but the combat just dragged down, and the Vanguard Alpha even got a few more kills as well, so he was, yeah, certainly pretty menacing, which was awesome.
Well, I figured that because you can... Well, basically, if I want to get away, I can't shoot. And then you just charge me again.
Yeah.
And I can't shoot.
Yeah.
And then it just goes on like that forever. So
yeah, it's pretty brutal. The thing that made it really lethal was I managed to charge without line of sight, which you can do, but it also means that you can't overwatch.
Yeah.
Whereas if I charged you normally, that's like 4 or 5 dudes with assault 2 guns, that's 10 shots, hitting on 6s, you're probably going to mess me up at least a little bit. So yeah, it was definitely a lot of, I guess, a lucky position I found myself in that just neutered your whole left flank.
Yeah.
And the way that combined with just my fire base, like not just my Arquebus, who was awesome and probably man of the match, he nailed a few really solid kills, but just firepower pumping out of the dudes, laying enough fire to put injuries all over your dudes so that I could just make the dash across the alley and take no hits, take no damage.
Yeah.
So it was just a perfect combination, really.
Yeah.
So campaign-wise, because of that victory, I win 2 material to go towards my campaign war efforts. Because this scenario is just the basic play, it doesn't actually have a narrative resources victory, so we just randomly assign one based on D6, and that will be happening in Josh and Adam's first game as well. So 2 material, that should be pretty handy for the war effort. I have no idea what it does, but I'm sure we'll find out over the course of this series. Well done, Adeptus Mechanicus, and bad luck, Tau, but maybe next time?
Maybe.
Awesome. Well, thanks for playing, dude, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first installment of our Tale of 4 Kill Team series. We've got a whole lot more on the horizon, not just between Jacko and I, but of course our other 2 kill teams, Josh with his menacing little Imperial Guard, and Adam has his very scary Tyranid army. So it should be fun. A lot of cool games, a lot of new missions, and really exploring all the cool elements of the campaign play. That should really add some spice to the series. But in the meantime, this is Lachie and Jacko, and you've been watching Zorba Gaming. Thanks, guys.